Hi, good morning, Anne.
Good morning, Amy. I'm looking forward to meditating.
I know, me too. Okay, here we go. So we'll just find that spine and give yourself a little straightening and a nice big breath. And from this place, say hello to yourself in the center of your head. Hello, wonderful person. Good morning or good afternoon. And notice that magically you're sitting on a giant tree trunk that's grounding you all the way down to the center of the planet. And there's plenty of space to release and let go of the weekend energy and all the other things. And you can imagine you're sitting in your bubble here, and this time, just for you, space. And up above your head, you can imagine you have that ability to call your creativity back, your enthusiasm, your zest, the zest for life is coming back to you above your head. And it's like a big, beautiful golden sun, all the sparkles, the brightness coming back to you, the energy you need for the day. And you can just pour it on in at the top of your head and let it fill your whole physical body, all the molecules, all the little bits and nooks and crannies full of your energy. And you just breathe a couple more nice big breaths. Let me begin to pat our legs and find our winking eyes and blinking eyes and sway in our neck and a stretch. And hello to the rooms that we're in, and hello to the people on the computer and and the pets.
Mm, mm. We could have done that for an hour.
We can some other
I
time.
know. Gosh. Um, I'm grateful for teachers. I was listening to someone teach yesterday about the sympathetic nervous system, and it's learning new things gives me hope, and then my body floods with what feels like gratitude. So I'm grateful for teachers and the ability to learn.
Mm. Yeah, I was a school teacher, and I had dinner last night with a friend who's an administrator, and I'm grateful for like I had like all the experiences I had as a teacher, but all the work that teachers in schools do for kids and even homeschool parents, that it's like that they're passionate enough to like want to show up day after day after day to like
Mhm.
do that work to help like bring people up from the wee ones to the older ones, and
Mhm.
and that process. And it feels like I feel like a lightness in me because I know there were people who cared enough about me to do that for me too.
Mhm. When I hear you say that, it goes into my brain, and then I feel I should feel gratitude, but then when I sit with it and I get out of my head and then into my body and just sit with what you said, it just takes a minute, like to
Mm.
actually feel it, you know? And then it's like my abdomen becomes this bowl, and then I have feelings down there. But man, it does not happen as soon as it goes up here.
When you said flooding,
Mhm.
about what you were sharing, I felt that flooding like right, like across my chest and my arms.
Mm,
So,
mm,
and I think just like as we're sharing, I start to be more aware of those, the description, and do I
mm,
feel the same in my body, or is my body having a different experience than what you described?
mm, mm. And it's interesting with dysregulation, they talk about flooding of emotions, like it's too much when you're flooded. So there's
Mm,
like the good kind of flooding, and then there's the like, drowning kind of flooding. This
mm,
kind of flooding feels good because I guess my head's above water. So I can feel it all in my body. Maybe that's part of it is that gratitude takes patience also.
mm,
Because this morning I was lying down and I was looking at Bird and I was waiting to see when I would feel gratitude for him. And it took
mm.
a minute. Like I was looking at his face and then I noticed he has this sort of dark mustache, which I hadn't ever really noticed before. And then that made all the feelings go through my body because I had sat with him and really observed him and I wasn't trying anymore to feel gratitude. I was looking at him. Like when I look at you and I look at you, your eyes looking at me, then it takes a moment, but then I feel
Mm,
I wonder if it's harder for adoptees to feel gratitude when they're in the sympathetic nervous system because they can't. It's hard to slow down to notice things.
mm. Yeah, this morning I was thinking about being like in the present moment. And I think my experience of myself when, like, I can tell it's like almost like the train track switching as I'm going maybe from the parasympathetic to the sympathetic and back and forth. And um, I just know that breathing helps.
Mhm.
If I'm like, feel, when you feel like you're on the train and you're going, then the breathing can help me switch.
Mhm.
So I'm grateful for the breath and that like ability, because before I didn't have that ability to like notice
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm just like on this runaway train. And then as I've been learning the tools and meditation and all the different things, that it's like, oh, okay, I do have the ability to like choose and direct myself as opposed to um feel out of control, which I don't like that feeling.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the vagus nerve, right? It's shifting between which states you're in. Okay, we have one more minute. I think I just want to feel gratitude for everything you just said. So I'm just going to take a minute just to let that, the reminder that the breath helps me shift states and the importance of recognizing what state I'm in.
Mm.
Mm. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm.
I'm grateful for this, like the moments to be like we're doing something at the same time.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, the belly button of the day.
Thanks, Anne, for sharing your belly button today.
You too, Amy.
Have a good day.
Thank you. I'll see you in the morning,
Okay,
tomorrow morning.
bye. Okay.
Bye.